Hey, welcome back. This is Tom at Sales Made Easy. Just wanted to do my weekly meeting with you. But this time I really want to talk about pipeline. It's something I'm going to talk about on November 20th at my CEO webinar. If you haven't signed up for it, please do. But I really want to talk about this because to me, the pipeline meeting is the most crucial meeting for a CEO to be part of and the most crucial meeting for a sales manager to have right. So I'm talking about a pipeline meeting, not a sales funnel meeting. There's a big difference. The sales funnel meeting is the most boring meeting for everybody. Nobody wants to hear everything in your funnel. So the funnel, think about it, it's this big, right? At the very bottom, it's this big. So you got this big funnel moving down to a pipe. Well, we don't want to talk everything in that funnel. I don't care about somebody you just met yesterday. I don't care that there's somebody that wanted a quote too early in the process. I mean, it's important, but as a sales manager, they should be coaching that and coaching to make sure that moves through there smoothly. But as a CEO, someone running the business, you want to know what can you go to the bank with, because you go and every week, every month, we're looking at dollars coming in. So I spend the dollars correctly going out. And if I don't have enough dollars coming in, it can hurt me. So think about it. A pipeline meeting. A pipe is the same width on the top as it is on the bottom. So that's all I want to talk about in a pipeline meeting. I don't want to talk about anything else, just the stuff in the pipe ready to close. And I want to know what's really going to close. So I got to have my sales process matched down. If you don't have a sales process, then how do you really know what's going to close? So pipeline meeting. This is something, if you don't know, somebody email me. I'm more than happy to give you some info on pipeline meetings. There are rules to a pipeline meeting, which everybody needs to follow. But one of the craziest things in the world is, do you understand your sales process? Because if you don't, you're not going to have a good pipeline meeting because you won't know what's in the pipe. You won't know if it's supposed to be in the pipe. But if I know some factors, for example, there's a company that we're selling to restaurants. And what we found out by putting a process in place is those deals, when a salesperson was not allowed to walk into the chef's walk-in cooler, when they weren't allowed to walk in, they didn't get those deals. Even though they put them in the pipeline, those deals didn't come through. Why? Well, kind of looking inside the refrigerator, the walk-in cooler where the chef keeps all his food or her food is kind of like opening their kimono. And so if they weren't willing to let you in there and see how they kept things, and yes, I know it's very strange for those not in the restaurant business, depending where you kept your food made a huge difference on freshness of the food as well as longevity of freshness of the food. Hard to know, but that's part of the case. So if you quoted a chef and she did not let you walk in she was just letting you quote, it wasn't a done deal. Worse than that, take that a step further because you have a process in place. The salesperson that quoted the chef and walked in the cooler, their shot at closing the business was about 60-70%. But if they quoted the business to the chef and the owner together, another thing we found out in building a sales process, their deals went up to about 80%, 85%. So once you have a process, you measure and track it, you can now understand that your pipeline is real. But if you don't have a process, you really don't measure it, you don't track it, then who knows what's in the pipeline. But it's one of the most crucial meetings for you to know. Number one, are the salespeople doing the right thing? Number two, is stuff really happening? And number three, are the salespeople learning and growing and getting better, right? Because in reality, if you're a CEO, do you really want all your employees not to get any better, not to learn any more? You probably want them all to improve in whatever job they're doing. The accountant, you buy them a new software package so they can get their job easier, better, and learn something. In every position, why is sales any different? Why wouldn't you demand the salesperson learn something new every day? All this is all wrapped into this one little tiny meeting, the pipeline meeting. Hope to see you at the webinar. I'll get more into it.